Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethereal Guidance. I hope you all are doing well. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be asking Spirit what is blocking you from your dream life, what is blocking you from your manifestations or your blessings, just to get a sense of maybe things that you can work on, maybe things that you can work on releasing so that you can bring in your manifestations and essentially your dream life. I have 3 groups for you to choose from. We have group 1 with Homeward, Take Yourself Out on a Date. We have group 2 with Tree, Let Them Go. And we have group 3 with Mirror, Treat Your Body Like the Palace It Is. So you can go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to meditate on the piles. The timestamps are going to be in the description box below, and I will see you all in your readings. Hi, group 1. If you chose Homeward, Take Yourself Out on the Date, then this is going to be your reading, where we are looking at what is blocking you from your dream life, from your manifestations, from your blessings, any info that we can get so that you can work on unblocking yourself so that way you can step into your dream life. So you guys chose Homeward, Take Yourself Out on a Date, which is really making me think about self-love, right? Taking care of yourself. And it goes beyond just, brushing your teeth in the morning or exercising. Like, those things are obviously very important, but I think it's also kind of talking about the way that you treat yourself, the way that you talk about yourself, or to yourself rather, being very kind, being very patient, being very gentle with yourself, I think are very important for you, group 1. And I think this plays a part in what is blocking you from your dream life, because possibly in your dream life, it would make sense that you would be in a space or a headspace or an energy where you are being very kind to yourself, very loving to yourself, not talking down to yourself, not belittling yourself, things like that here. I don't think anyone has a dream life where, they're being harsh to themselves or being negative towards themselves. So I think self-talk and the way that you perceive yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself is very important to unlocking your dream life, group 1. But we're going to grab some tarot and then we're going to grab some oracles to get some further information here. Spirit, what is blocking group 1 from their dream life? So we're starting off with the 5 of Cups, which talks of disappointment. It talks of loss of some sort. But also with the 5 of Cups, this is a card of not all is lost, okay? Let's get some more info here. What is blocking group 1 from their dream life? We have the 7 of Cups. So there are options, but it's almost like you are not seeing these options. It's like the options are behind you. You're focused on something that isn't working out or hasn't worked out. You're focused on disappointment, on loss here, and you don't even see all of the other options that are available to you, group 1. We have the High Priestess. Okay, so we have this intuition coming through here. Some of you might be highly intuitive, but maybe you haven't really tapped into it just yet. And I think if that is the case for you, group 1, Spirit is definitely urging for you to really tap into your intuition and tap into your higher self, because your intuition is ultimately what's going to guide you towards your dream life. But first, you have to let go of whatever this disappointment is. For some, this is really just like a lack mindset, focusing on what you don't have or focusing on what you've lost instead of focusing on what you can bring into your life and what you can manifest into your life, and also focusing on the good that's already there, okay? And we also have the 9 of Cups, which is a card of, for one, a wish fulfillment here, but also just feeling really good about yourself. So some of you might really struggle with like self-esteem. You might struggle with, just feeling good within yourself. And I think that kind of hinders you. It might be that you focus on maybe more negative aspects about yourself, whether this is your body, whether this is your mind, whether this is like literally anything, focusing more on the negative here is keeping you stuck and it's blocking you from your dream life. And I think also focusing on the negative here is blocking you from your intuition. And like I said, your intuition is ultimately what's going to lead you to your dream life. It's like you're not fully connected with your higher self and with your heart in that inner knowing, group one. So I do see that, what's blocking you here is basically a lack of connection to the self and focusing more on the negative, or focusing on disappointments, focusing on what you don't have rather than what you do have. I'm hearing gratitude is going to be very important for you as you try and achieve this dream life that you are wanting for yourself, group one. But I do see that, ultimately part of you achieving this dream life that you are craving is you feeling so good within yourself with this Nine of Cups energy, because the Nine of Cups is a card of just feeling so good, so fulfilled. And like I said, it's also a wish fulfillment. So it feels like once you reach a certain level of feeling really content within yourself, really feeling positive within yourself, regardless of outside circumstances, this is about you feeling content within yourself and feeling more positive about yourself as a person and as a soul. Then I see that, your external will start to match the internal. It all starts from within, group one, ultimately. And I know it is a very, very, very difficult process for many of us, myself included, okay? But ultimately, like, it starts from within. So Spirit is saying, if you want to bring in your dream life, if you want to achieve something, you have to match that vibration, and it starts internally. And a way that you can really work on this, group one, is by visualizing your dream life, visualizing yourself living your dream life in your head, and really taking on that energy and really internalizing that energy. Imagine that you are in your dream life, like just doing your day to day in your dream life. How does it make you feel? How does that energy make you feel? And really take that energy and internalize it, and just try and match that vibration, because that will also help you with bringing in this dream life that you are yearning for, group one. We are going to grab some oracle cards here. What is blocking group one from their dream life, Spirit? So we have gavel involvement with the law. So some of you might have some legal issues that are needing to be worked out before you can achieve this dream life that you are wanting for yourself. Some of you need to stay out of trouble, I'm hearing. Some of you may need to stay out of trouble with the law. What is blocking group one? Or it's not you that needs to stay out of trouble. It's someone in your life that keeps getting in trouble with the law for some reason. And that is really putting a strain on you for some. What is blocking group one from their dream life, Spirit? We have tulip, great passion. Okay. I feel like this is speaking to really passion for yourself, and once again, that self-love, that element of self-love, group one. I think Spirit is really wanting you to just really date yourself, like really give yourself everything that you deserve, and really just try and find a passion for taking care of yourself. So like doing things like affirmations could be really, really good for you, group one. Really just telling yourself sweet nothings, if you will, really talking to yourself in a positive light, I think is going to be very, very crucial to you achieving your dream life that you are wanting for yourself. We also have carrot, opportunity or windfall. So, I think, once again, with that Seven of Cups energy, I was saying there's all of these opportunities around you, group one, that you just have not tapped into, or that you haven't noticed because you've been focusing on lack or disappointment or loss, focusing on the things that you don't have rather than the things that you do have, or the things that you could bring into your life with ease. So Spirit is really wanting you to, turn around and see everything that's around you and how you can utilize it to bring in this dream life that you're wanting for yourself. Let's grab one more of these. 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Oh my gosh. I love this card for you, group 1, because it really just shows that there is some good things around you. There is some good positive energy surrounding you. It's like you just have to tap into it, and you have to turn around and stop focusing on lack and focusing on disappointment and the things that are not in your life or no longer in your life, and focus on the things that are, and focus on the positivity, and that will help you bring in this dream life that you are craving. We have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise on the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be wanting to have a child, or you're wanting to start a business, start an enterprise of some sort. So if that is the case, I do see good luck surrounding that. Okay, so we have baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So with baby steps here, some of you are like scared to do something. Some of you are scared to follow your intuition. We were talking about this high priestess energy earlier. So it's like Spirit is saying you really need to tap into your intuition and follow your intuition at this time. Like I was saying earlier, following your intuition is really what's going to lead you to that dream life that you are craving, that you are wanting for yourself, group 1. So really trusting your gut feeling and just taking it one step at a time. And it may be that, I'm hearing for some of you, it's like you've tried this before. You've tried following your intuition before, and it left you in this state of the 5 of Cups, of feeling disappointed, of feeling like there was some kind of loss, possibly losing out on something, So if that's the case for you specifically, Spirit is saying there may have been an issue with you thinking that you were following your intuition, but in reality you were following the ego. And I know the two can be very hard to differentiate sometimes, but one clue as to like how to differentiate between the ego and intuition is that intuition is going to bring a sense of peace and a sense of calmness, and the ego is almost going to do the opposite, and it's going to bring the sense of chaos. It's like relief from chaos is what the ego typically shows up as. So, and also the ego can cause certain almost side effects within the body, like physically, like sweating palms or like a shaky feeling. The ego makes you feel things within your body that is almost like an alarm in a way. So that's one way that you can differentiate between ego and intuition. Intuition is not going to make you feel that way. Intuition is going to make you feel at peace. It's going to make you feel calm. Ego is like the opposite. So that is one way that you can differentiate between the two. But overall, Spirit is saying that in order for you to bring in this dream life, you are going to have to take those steps and really trust your gut, trust your intuition, and take those baby steps before it makes logical sense, group 1. Take those steps before it makes logical sense. And you do, like I said, you have this great good fortune, this good luck around you. So I feel like now is the time for you to start taking steps towards something that you want to do. Some of you, like I said, you want to possibly start a business or an enterprise of some sort, or some of you might even want to work in law with this gavel here. So, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. We have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yeah. Spirit is saying it is time for you to go ahead and get a move on. Start taking those steps, start taking action towards what you are wanting to bring into your life, group 1. It's time. It's time to stop focusing on what you don't have and start focusing on what you do have and what you can bring into your life. Ultimately, that is what I'm seeing. What else, Spirit? What is blocking group 1 from their dream life, Spirit? What's blocking group 1? So we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah. A lot of you are doing the complete opposite of that right now with that Five of Cups. You're focusing on the negative. You're focusing on the things that haven't worked out. You're focusing on loss here. Spirit is saying, you know, in order for you to bring in that dream life that you're wanting, you're going to have to turn around and focus on the lighter side of life, bring humor into the situation. And I know that's not always the easiest, and obviously depending on your specific situation and circumstances, this could really just be calling for you to just try and see the positive in your situation, in your life, and focus on the lighter side of life, especially when it comes to how you view yourself and the way that you talk to yourself. Group 1, I think that is also vitally important. Rather than talking down to yourself, you know, tell yourself positive affirmations. I think that would be very, very beneficial for you. We also have envy. I'm the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So some of you might struggle with envy or jealousy. Okay. Maybe seeing people that have the things that you want, or have achieved the things that you want, for some reason fuels envy or jealousy within you, rather than being this source of like passion or this source of inspiration. I think that's also something that's blocking you here, group 1. You needing to change your view, change your perception of what other people have done for themselves. If it's something it's like you want this, you want what they have, instead of being envious or jealous, look at it as a source of inspiration, and look at it as, you know, I can achieve that as well, because at one point in time they were in my position too. So I think that's also something here that is blocking you from your dream life, is you being in an envious state, or you being jealous, instead of being inspired, and instead of it letting it fuel this passion within you to go after what you want to do. A lot of you just like are in this space of like, it's like you feel like you are not able to achieve certain things. You feel like you're not able to succeed for some odd reason. Maybe, like I said, because in the past, maybe you've tried to do something and it didn't work out, and you just focus on that rather than focusing on, okay, this didn't work out, but maybe I can do this instead, or maybe I can seek a different outcome by implementing these steps instead of these steps. Instead of learning from the past and learning from mistakes, you just kind of dwell on it, I'm seeing. So that is blocking you from your dream life here. We have communicate, receive, and express the truth, okay? So some of you hold yourselves back when it comes to expressing your truth, when it comes to communication. It could be that some of you are with involvement with the law. It's really making me think of like a lawyer or something of that nature. So some of you might be lawyers, or you work in law, or you want to, but I'm getting like a throat chakra blockage. For some reason, there's this energy of you being either scared to express your truth, being scared to speak your mind, speak your truth, or maybe you're in a position where you haven't been able to do so, to express your truth and to communicate. So that is also, I see a blockage here. And for many of you, I do feel like it's more so out of fear. Maybe it's out of fear of ridicule, a fear of judgment, you know? So it's like you kind of hold yourself back from really speaking your mind, speaking your truth. But I think that Spirit is saying, in order for you to have this dream life, you're going to have to step up and really speak your truth, speak your mind, and not be fearful of people's judgment, you know? Your truth is your truth, and it's your right to express that. We have balance, juggling too many things at once. Find time for yourself. So some of you are juggling too many things right now, worried about the wrong things, you know, putting too much energy into the things that don't matter, or that are not going to push you towards this dream life that you are wanting to cultivate for yourself. But also, you know, once again, that find time for yourself energy. And we had that take yourself on a date. So some of you really need to find time for yourself, to find time for self-care, find time for relaxation, and really just investing in yourself, group 1. What else, Spirit? What is blocking group 1 from their dream life? We have strength, determination, perseverance, and self-discovery. Yeah, so Spirit wants you to have the strength to, once again, turn away from those spilled cups, turn away from the things that didn't work out, or the disappointments in your life, or, the negativity. Focus on the lighter side of life, group 1, and find the strength to pursue whatever it is that you are wanting to pursue here. There is something here that you are wanting to do. You know what that is, group 1. For some of you, this has to do with law. Some of you, this has to do with starting a business. Some of you, this is starting a family or having a child. There's something here that you want to do that I think this thing that you're wanting to do is going to lead you to this dream life that you're wanting. But in order for you to get there, you have to take those steps. You have to take those first baby steps, and you have to trust your intuition when it comes to this, because you will only be able to get there if you make practical steps. And obviously, it's not all going to happen at once. You don't have to do everything at once. We do have that juggling too many things at once and baby steps, right? So, not everything has to happen right now. You don't have to do everything right now, but just taking those small practical steps towards making this dream life a reality is going to help you tremendously, group 1. So it feels like mainly your blockage is how you talk to yourself, how you perceive yourself, finding your inner courage, finding your strength, and not focusing on the negativity or the loss or the disappointment in your life, but rather the good things in your life, and focusing on gratitude and focusing on what you can bring into your life, okay? Rather than what has left your life, focusing on the past. We don't need to do that. We don't need to focus on the past. We're focused on the present and the future. So that is all I have for you today, group 1. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it brought you some clarity. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 2. If you chose Tree, Let Them Go, then this is going to be your reading where we are asking Spirit, what is blocking you from your dream life? What is blocking you from your blessings and your manifestations that you want to come in? So you guys chose Tree, Let Them Go. So I am getting the sense off the bat that there is most likely a person or a relationship or a situation that Spirit is saying you need to release because it is keeping you stuck and it is keeping you blocked from your dream life. But we're going to grab some tarot and get some further clarification and information on what this is about for you, group 2. Spirit, what is blocking group 2? And for some, this could also be like a past version of yourself that you're needing to let go, that you're needing to release. But let's see. What is blocking group 2 from their dream life, Spirit? So we have the Queen of Wands. So we have a lot of fire. Like this, the fire on this card, and then the Queen of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you may be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you may have those placements in your chart. You don't have to, though. Let's see, what's blocking group 2 from their blessing, Spirit? We have the Seven of Wands, more fire energy, very, very fiery group. Seven of Wands. What is blocking group 2 from their blessings, Spirit? We have the Three of Wands, more fire energy. Let's get one more. What is blocking group 2 from their dream life, Spirit? What is blocking group 2? We have The Nine of Pentacles. Interesting energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. Wow. So, group 2, yeah, what I'm getting is that for many of you, this is like you. Like, this is a past version of yourself that you are needing to release, that you are needing to let go of with this let them go card here. Because we have this Queen of Wands energy, and the Queen of Wands is an energy of being confident, being passionate. The Queen of Wands actually is like the queen that everybody looks up to. She is in a position of power, in a position of authority, and people respect the Queen of Wands, okay? So it almost feels like, you know, we also have the Seven of Wands energy. It almost feels like some of you are resisting this change. You're resisting this in some way by holding on to a past version of yourself. Okay. And it's interesting because we have this Nine of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. So there's a lot of material abundance and wealth that is headed your way. We have the Three of Wands, which is a card of planning, looking to the future, expansion, and growth. So I do feel like, you know, it's like you're looking towards the future here. You want these things to come in, but there is this energy of you being defensive in some way. And it might be either your inner child or your inner teen here that is kind of taking the reins in your life, and there's a need for them to step back, and there's a need for the adult version of you to take the reins here with this Queen of Wands and be like, it's okay, inner child or inner teen, it's okay. Let me, the adult, handle this. Let me guide our way forward here. Because I do feel like there is a lot of material abundance and wealth that wants to come in for you, but it's like the inner child and the inner teen cannot be the ones in charge when this wealth comes in, because they're going to just blow right through it, or they're not going to know what to do with it. And so the adult version of you, the version of you in the Queen of Wands energy, in your power, okay, your ability to make sound decisions needs to be at the forefront. But like I said, there is this energy of you resisting that in some capacity. And I don't think it's like consciously, I think it's subconsciously, because it feels like the inner teen or the inner child here that is really coming through. Let's see here. I think I want to clarify this for you. Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Wands, please? So we have Justice, okay, clarifying the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is your ability to make sound, clear decisions here. Truth and balance is very important. Yeah, I do feel like this is your ability to make very clear, sound decisions with this Justice energy. And it feels like I've been saying, your inner child or your inner teen is like blocking you from really fully stepping into your power. We have the Six of Swords clarifying the Seven of Wands. So yeah, this is like you moving away from this chaotic energy that I feel for many of you is stemming from childhood or from your teenage years rather, that has kept you in this defensive energy instead of an energy of being a leader, okay? So there's a need to let that go. And some of you, this is like a mentality or just mental things that you have picked up along the way that has kept you in this energy of being really defensive, rather than being in an energy of being a leader and almost a defender in a way. I think a lot of you have learned a lot from your earlier years as a child or as a teenager on, you know, how to stand up for yourself, how to protect yourself. And I feel like a lot of you have remained in this protective energy up until this point through adulthood. And there's almost like this flip. There's this switch that needs to take place where it's like you're no longer in this defensive mode for yourself, but rather you're in this energy of being a leader, and you're in the energy of being able to protect others as well. Because that's also something that is a characteristic of the Queen of Wands, is that she's also a protector of other people that can't stand up for themselves or defend themselves in that way. So I do feel like, it's just that switch, it's almost like a switch from being a student to a teacher in a way for many of you. Not that you're becoming a teacher or that you want to be a teacher, but it's just like a energetic thing and a mental thing as well. So yeah, I do feel like you're just really meant to step fully into your power here. Can you clarify the Three of Wands? We have the King of Pentacles once again coming out here. So yeah, because the Three of Wands is a card of planning, looking to the future. It's a card of expansion. So, and once again, the King of Pentacles, he is someone that is very well established. He has done all the things. He's cultivated everything that he could want for himself, right? And now he's in a position where he's able to help other people. And this doesn't just have to be like with material wealth. I do feel like you have a lot of material wealth on its way to you if you haven't accumulated it already. But I do feel like this is an energy of you needing to step into a position where you are able to help others rather than being defensive of things that are outside of your control. And, I do feel like this is something that has stemmed since childhood, since teenagehood, so it is a big shift. It is a major shift. But I feel like you are meant to be in a position of power, of authority. You're meant to be a protector. You're meant to help other people in some way. But you can only do that if you allow your inner child or your inner teen to kind of take a back seat and be like, I got this, like adult me can do this, right? Clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune can speak of, chance, luck, also destiny. So I feel like this is something that has been destined for you. For one, because this is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles speaks of really financial abundance and prosperity that you have cultivated for yourself, because it's also a card of independence. So I feel like in a way, this is your destiny. It's your destiny to find wealth. It's your destiny to find financial prosperity for yourself. I do feel like you are meant to be a leader, group 2. Okay. I feel like you're meant to be a leader. I feel like this is your destiny, but it's almost like you've had to go through these challenges and tribulations in the past because you needed to learn these lessons so that you could become this leader, Most people are not born leaders, So I feel like this has been your destiny, or this is your destiny to step into this position of power, this position of leadership. But you have to allow yourself to do so. You have to allow yourself to do so. You have to allow the adult version of you to take the reins here. Let's get some oracle cards now. And also with the Wheel of Fortune, it could just be, a matter of timing. It's like now is the time. Now is the time for you to fully step into this Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles energy. You're meant to be this leader. People are meant to look up to you in some way. You are meant to be financially abundant and prosperous here. But you have to allow yourself to step into that and stop being defensive or shutting people out, What is blocking group 2? We have dusk. Pay attention to your work. Yeah. So some of you, it could be a career. It could be a career change for some of you. If you're not being treated with the respect that you deserve, if you're not being treated in the way that you deserve, group 2, it could be a career change. It could be that you need to let this job go. You need to let this career go and go somewhere where you are going to be treated with respect, or go somewhere where you have the ability to be in a position of authority. It could be that you need to have your own business for some of you, if that's what you want to do. If you've been thinking about that, contemplating that, I see that you could be very successful as a business owner. But yeah, there's something about work and career here. I think a lot of you, it's like, maybe in your mind you're thinking, well, I can have my dream life once I have the money to buy my dream life. And I feel like you are destined for this financial prosperity. You are destined for this wealth, okay? But it's like, how are you going to get there, right? Something about work is important for you. Pay attention to your work. So yeah, some of you need to leave a job, go somewhere new, where you're treated with more respect and fairness, and where you have opportunities for growth. We have fire, strong emotion and passionate love or hate. Once again, this fire energy is so prevalent in your reading. Like, I do feel like many of you are probably fire signs. It's very prevalent. So strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Some of you really, really hate your job right now and have maybe been like contemplating leaving. Take this as your confirmation that Spirit is saying, yes, I think that would be a great idea to look at, what other options there are. But I'm also getting the sense that this is referring to possibly strong hate that has developed from your early years, from childhood or teenagehood. Because we have that Seven of Wands energy, which is being really defensive and really blocking people out, usually out of self-protection or self-preservation. So I'm getting the energy that some of you, like, you don't even really like people because of the things that you've had to deal with in your past. And it doesn't even have to be just child or teenagehood. This could also be from adulthood as well, I'm seeing, where it's like you've just dealt with a lot of foolishness with other people. And so it's like, I don't want to deal with it. I want to shut those people out. I don't want to deal with people because they're just always on some BS, right? And there's like a really strong emotion regarding that aspect of your life that I think is also blocking you from your dream life, because I do feel like you are meant to be a leader of some sort. You are meant to be someone that people look up to in some capacity here, but you can't have that if you block people out, So I think that's also something that is blocking you from your dream life. We have broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. Okay, so maybe something hasn't worked out. Maybe there's something that you really wanted and it didn't work out. Group 2. Could be something to do with work here. Maybe you really wanted a certain position and you didn't get it. And so now it's like you're in this energy of being really like salty, really angry about that. Spirit is saying if that's the case, if it's something to do with work that just didn't work out, that's made you really mad, really angry, Spirit is saying it didn't work out because it wasn't meant to be, because you're meant for something better. Your destiny is so much bigger than whatever it is that didn't work out. But you also have to release that, release that anger, release that hate, release that frustration about something that didn't work out, that you really wanted to work out, so that you can bring in what is really meant for you. What is blocking group 2 from their dream life, Spirit? We have target, a goal-oriented person. So you may be a goal-oriented person, or Spirit is urging you to be more of a goal-oriented person. Making goals could be very beneficial for you. Like really writing down where you want to go, where you want to be, who you want to be could be very beneficial for you. So that way you know exactly what it is that you need to work towards, and so that you don't get sidetracked, We have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So with this protection energy, Star Brothers, not only are you protected, Group 2, I definitely feel like your team is working very closely with you. You may not realize it, but I do feel like they're working very closely with you here. They are definitely protecting you and trying to bring in your dream life here. But once again, there's this energy of you needing to be in a position of power where you are protecting other people in some capacity, like protecting people from what you needed protection from as a child or as a teenager. Loyalty, safety, and trust. It's like you need to open up and trust people or allow people to trust you. Yeah, there's this element of you needing to open up to other people. And not in the way where it's like you're telling people your life story necessarily, like not necessarily that kind of opening up, but opening up in the sense of being a guide for other people, being a counselor for other people, being some kind of coach for other people. It's like you're just meant to lead people in some way. But you have to have this like openness and allow people to come to you. You have to open up this force field that you have created for yourself out of protection, Group 2, and allow those that need your protection and your guidance to come in. Let's see. And I think this is something that maybe like the younger version of you would never ever do, but it's like they're not in charge anymore. You know, you are. The adult version of the adult version of you is in charge. So you have to allow them to take the reins. Let's see what's blocking you. Lost land, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. So I feel like this is you just having a lot of knowledge here. You've done this before. Like I was saying, it feels like you're meant to guide people through or protect people from things that you needed protection from in the past. You've done this before. It's like something that you have knowledge on, something that you have experienced. Okay? You are meant to guide people through this same thing that you've gone through or that you needed protection from when you were younger here. You're meant to help the lost in some capacity. But there's this need to open up to that, you know? Let's get one more of these. What's blocking Group 2? Activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So once again, we have this energy of trust. I think you need to trust more in your guides, trust in your path as well, Group 2. Like I was saying with that Wheel of Fortune energy, like this is destiny for you. And I feel like you're on a very specific path. And I think you have experienced certain things in your life as a child or as a teenager. And you experienced those things because it was part of your soul's journey, part of your soul's lesson, because you're going to take that information and those lessons that you've learned through those experiences, even though they may have been really tough. You have learned a lot through those experiences, Group 2, and you are meant to take those experiences and those lessons and help other people and guide other people who are going through the same things or similar things. But there is this element of you really needing to trust where you're led and not getting so mad about things that don't work out. And just realizing that, you know, what is meant for you is meant for you. If it doesn't work out, it wasn't meant for you. Okay? So Spirit is really wanting you to just trust in yourself, trust in the divine, trust in your guides, trust where you're led, trust in your path. Okay? We have relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. Okay? Yeah, relationships. I do feel like a lot of you block out people. You block out potential relationships that could actually be really good for you out of protection and out of fear. You may have had a lot of relationships or a lot of dealings with other people who created a lot of chaos in your life or just a lot of sadness or a lot of hurt, and it didn't feel good, you know? So I do feel like a lot of you kind of have your walls up, you have your guard up when it comes to other people, and you don't really connect with other people a lot. You don't really open up to people a whole lot. So I think Spirit is wanting you to realize that not everybody is out to get you. Not everybody is here as a karmic lesson. I feel like many of you may have gone through a lot of karmic lessons with other people in the past, or karmic relationships rather. So Spirit is saying, realize that not everybody is here to hurt you. There are good people out there. You do have a soul tribe out there. And I feel like your soul tribe has a lot to do with your dream life here. But you have to open up to this. You have to open up to people that are actually here to serve your higher good, group 2. Because that is ultimately going to lead you to where you want to be in your dream life. What is blocking group 2, Spirit? What's blocking group 2 from their dream life? We have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So some of you might regret what happened in your past. Some of you might have regrets for situations, maybe wishing you had done things a little bit differently, and maybe that keeps you stuck. There's also this energy of you regretting something to do with relationships here. Maybe the way that you handled some element of a relationship, or dealing with other people. Maybe you regret how you handled things. So Spirit is wanting you to not look to the past in that way, okay? Really look towards the future and realize that you can't change the things that have already happened in the past. It could be that you regret something with a specific relationship here. And Spirit is saying the only thing that you can do, group 2, is move forward and make better decisions that are for your highest and greatest good. Because it's not like you can't go back and change the past, you know? What is blocking group 2 from their dream life? Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah. Acceptance. Accepting that, you know, what happened in the past happened in the past. You can't change it. Accepting the path that you're on as well. Trusting the path that you're being guided down, group 2, is very important for you. So, yeah, just accepting that things are the way that they are and things happen the way that they did. It may not have been, you know, the best. It may not have been the easiest. It may not have been the greatest and the brightest, but I can say with full clarity that your future is very, very bright. Group 2, we have that King of Pentacles and that Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, I feel like your future is so bright, but a lot of it has to do with your connections with other people and you stepping up and being the leader that you are meant to be and utilizing the lessons that you have learned throughout your life to help other people and to guide other people. You have to really open yourself up to that, group 2, because that is ultimately what's going to lead you to the dream life that you are seeking. So that is all I have for you today, group 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it brought you some clarity. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you chose Mirror, Treat Your Body Like the Palace It Is, then this is going to be a reading where we are asking Spirit, what is blocking you from your dream life, or what is blocking you from your blessings, or the manifestations that you are trying to bring into your life. So you guys chose Mirror, Treat Your Body Like the Palace It Is. So I'm getting the energy that for many of you, there is an element of self-care, of really treating your body like the palace it is. That is very pivotal to you reaching this dream life, or you reaching these goals that you want for yourself. But we're going to grab tarot to get some further information here. What is blocking group 3 from their dream life? So we are starting off with the Nine of Swords. A lot of stress and a lot of anxiety coming through. Some of you might be in a position or in a place in your life where you are experiencing a lot of stress or a lot of anxiety, and it's really taking a toll on your body. Let's see here. What is blocking group 3 from their dream life, Spirit? We have the Six of Wands. Wow, so we have some victory, which is always great. So I'm seeing some of you are currently going through a situation here that's been very stressful, and it's been causing you a lot of anxiety. Spirit is saying, for those of you who resonate with this message specifically, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and whatever has been stressing you out and whatever has been making you very, very anxious, and it's been having a really heavy toll on your body and even your mind space, Spirit is saying you are going to come out on the other side victorious, okay? That is very clear with the Six of Wands energy. It's like whatever it is that you're fighting right now, whatever it is that is causing you this stress and this anxiety, you are going to beat it. We have the Six of Cups, a card of nostalgia, okay? So there could be something from your past that's really prevalent here. The Six of Cups. It's blocking group 3. We have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay. What I'm getting here, we have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. What I'm getting here is that for some of you, there is a relationship that has been very either like stressful, or it's been causing you a lot of anxiety for one reason or another. I'm actually kind of getting 2 messages here, so just take what resonates. For some, there's a relationship here that has been in your life for a while with the Six of Cups energy, possibly since childhood, or it could just been like this person has been in your life for years, right? And there's something about it that's been very stressful, causing you a lot of anxiety. Maybe it's this energy of like not knowing where it's headed, not knowing what the outcome is going to be of this connection, of this relationship here. And it's been having a toll on you physically. And this is like kind of random because in a way, I feel like either this relationship is eventually going to move to a higher level of commitment or something of that nature, because we have the Six of Wands, which is a card of achievement. It's a card of victory here. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is my card of some kind of love offer, okay? And with the Wheel of Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune talks of luck, it talks of destiny, it talks of, you know, what goes up must come down and vice versa. So if you're currently in a down period with this person specifically, you know, eventually things have to come back up. And I feel like that is what is happening as we speak, group 3, for some of you, if you resonate with that energy. For others of you, if there's no person in your life that you've been dealing with for a while and that isn't causing you stress or anxiety, I feel like this is speaking of a new person coming in. A new person coming in here with this Knight of Cups energy that's going to bring you some kind of love offer here that I think is really going to help you move forward and is really going to help you achieve this dream life that you're looking for, okay? And some of you, like your dream life, it's like, you know, if you already have this person in your life, but things just have been kind of unclear. I see for some of you, it's like getting that clarity, getting this victory with this person is going to lead you to the dream life that you're looking for. But I'm also seeing that with mirror, treat your body like the palace it is. I think Spirit is saying your self-care should be number 1 priority. You should not let this person or this situation have such a toll on you and your body, okay? But I do feel like things are going to start looking up here pretty soon with the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. We're going to go ahead and clarify. Spirit, can you clarify the 9 of Swords, please? And also the Six of Cups is my card of soulmates. So that's why I was thinking, like, you know, this feels like a connection. This feels like a relationship here. So clarifying the 9 of Swords, we have Temperance, which is a card of healing and balance. So this makes perfect sense because I do feel like there's, you know, what goes up must come down. If you've been in a down period, like I feel like many of you have been, you are about to be relieved from this, okay? This is healing and this is balance coming in for you. You being relieved of this stress and this anxiety and coming into more of a state of flow. I'm seeing for you, group 3. Can you clarify the Six of Wands? I almost feel like it's like not even what's like blocking you from your blessings. I just feel like it's just timing. I just feel like it's timing at play here, divine timing. Can you clarify the Six of Wands, please, Spirit? And for many of you, this does have to deal with another person, I feel. Can you clarify the Six of Wands, please, Spirit? We have the Six of Swords. So this is you walking away, you moving on from this period of chaos and frustration and moving towards an energy or a place of being where it's more stable, just an easier, altogether smoother ride for you. Group 3. So yeah, there's this healing element here. There is this healing element. Something's being resolved here, and it's going in your favor. That's going to allow you to be in more of a state of peace, okay? But I feel like your main thing is to really just focus on self-care, focusing on treating your body like the palace it is, really just taking care of yourself, because I almost feel like this is out of your hands in a sense, and it's almost just like the universe and spirit is guiding this along for you, like on your behalf. And all they want you to do is focus on taking care of yourself. So clarifying the Six of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, which is a card of friendships, relationships, community, things of that sort. So, you know, it could be friends, relationships, a community from your past here that is very, very important in you achieving this dream life. And I feel like for many of you, it's letting go of any negativity associated with the past, associated with past people, past connections, really letting go of the negativity. This doesn't necessarily mean that you have to let go of the people, but the negativity surrounding possible relationships or situations from the past here. Because I do feel like you are meant to be more in a state of flow, in a state of happiness, in a state of healing and balance, but you can only do that if you release any kind of negativity associated with the past. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, we have the Chariot. So we have forward movement here. There's something about a love offer, okay? And I do feel like for many of you, this is someone from your past. It could be someone that you've just been friends with, okay, with that Six of Cups and the Three of Cups, where it's like things have been so out of balance with this person, but now it's like they're moving forward towards you. And it's so odd because with what we are supposed to be talking about here, like what's blocking your blessings, it's like it's like almost like this person or this situation or something that in a way has been blocking you from your dream life. It's almost like this person needed to get themselves together before you could achieve your dream life, because I feel like they have a major like key role in you achieving this dream life that you're seeking. And it's kind of weird to say because it's like, who wants to wait on another person? But for some reason, there is someone here that is either coming back or we're moving forward with this person that is just really kind of pivotal towards your dream life, towards you achieving this dream life that you're seeking. Group 3, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person is coming in wanting to build, wanting to work with you, and they have this love offer here with this Ace of Cups energy. This is very interesting because this is not at all what I was expecting. And I mean, I just channel whatever spirit gives me, you know, so whatever messages come through is what comes through. So what's blocking you from your dream life, Group 3, is it's really just like timing, you know, obviously releasing negativity, releasing anything that's not serving you is always important to do no matter what, to achieving anything that you want in life. But it's interesting that there's this person showing up here that has a big impact on you achieving this dream life. And like I said, I feel like for many of you, this is like a friend, like an old friend. But this person is coming in and wanting more with you, wanting to offer you their cup. And maybe you've been waiting on this. And maybe while you've been waiting on this, it's been kind of like stressful, or you've been anxious because you're like, I don't know when this is going to happen or if it's going to happen. But maybe you've had like a hunch in a way. And maybe you have been focusing on trying to take care of yourself, focusing on self-care here. But it gets kind of difficult at times because you're like, what is it all for, you know? Like, what am I doing, you know? What is blocking group 3 from their blessings, Spirit? What is blocking group 3 from their blessings? We have Cain. Pay attention to your health. Wow, okay, so yeah. Self-care, like I've been saying. Paying attention to your health, paying attention to your body. Also, like mental health, spiritual health even, okay? So Spirit is really wanting you to continue taking care of yourself, group 3. Continue taking care of yourself. Or if you haven't started, start taking better care of yourself. Really pay attention to your health going forward. Treat your body like the palace it is. Right. We have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. So I feel like maybe that's this person, that this friend or something. This person has been kind of like a mule. They've been stubborn, unwilling to change, unwilling to do what they need to do to make this work. And I feel like that's been putting a lot of stress on you, group 3. Let's see here. What is blocking group 3? And maybe this is for some of you, even you being stubborn and unwilling to change when it comes to your health. For some, this is like eating habits or even like exercise, you know, being stubborn and unwilling to change in those aspects. So Spirit is wanting you to take a look at that if that resonates for you. What's blocking group 3 from their dream life, Spirit? What's blocking group 3? We have bread, period of prosperity and abundance. So I do feel like you have this period of prosperity and abundance headed towards you, group 3. But once again, there's this energy of like, it's just timing. It's just timing. Allowing it to come in here. I think you being more in a state of flow, in a state of receiving, and you just really focusing on taking care of yourself is actually what speeds this up. I'm hearing like that affirmation, I don't chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. I think that's kind of the energy that you need to emulate. Let's get one more of these, please, Spirit. What is blocking group 3 from their dream life? Purse, pay attention to your finances. So maybe some of you are overindulging in certain things, spending too much money on certain things. So Spirit is wanting you to just take a look at your finances, make sure that you're not blowing your money on stupid, frivolous things. Just being more responsible. You do have this period of prosperity and abundance wanting to come in, but Spirit needs to see that you are going to be able to be financially responsible as well. Are you going to be responsible with what you already have before they bring in more? Okay. And that doesn't mean that you don't need to treat yourself or that you can't treat yourself. Absolutely treat yourself, but also it's just about balance, right? Not doing too much. So you guys have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So with this card here for you, group 3, I feel like this is Spirit telling you to, you know, really take care of yourself, slow down, spend time in nature. Not everything has to be rush, right? Yeah, with this temperance energy, I feel like this is you just being in a state of flow and a state of receiving, almost like Empress energy, like just allowing what's meant for you to find you rather than you trying to chase it. And for some of you, like, this is a person, you know, maybe this is your dream person that you want to be with, and maybe they haven't either come to their senses just yet, or maybe there's something that they are tying up on their end before they can commit to you. But I do feel like they're on their way, because we have that Knight of Cups and the Chariot energy. So it's like they're on the way, you know? But you have to be in this state of receiving. So Spirit's wanting you to just slow down and just be in your own energy. Really take care of yourself. Really treat yourself like royalty, okay? And I think that will attract in what you're looking for. That will attract in this dream life or this dream partner that I feel like some of you might resonate with. We have Breath of the Cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Interesting. Micromanaging the universe. Some of you really have been trying to push something. Some of you have been really trying to make something happen. Micromanaging the universe. Some of you really have been trying to either get all the details about something or trying to control something. Spirit's wanting you to release control and be in a state of flow and allow the universe to do what it needs to do to bring you this dream life. It's so interesting because it feels like you don't even have to do much, group 3, to bring in this dream life that you're wanting. Like the other two groups, it's like they have to put in action for something, but it's almost like the complete opposite with you. You need to just chill. You just need to chill. You just need to relax and be in a state of flow and allow this prosperity and this abundance and this dream life to come towards you. And you just need to be like in high vibes, like just matching the energy, like matching the vibrations of what you're trying to bring in and just taking care of yourself. I think is ultimately what's going to help you bring in this dream life. You also have perspective, zoom out, or none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. Okay. So yeah, there's this energy of you like either holding on too tightly to something, really wanting something to work, or really trying to bring something in that's been causing you a lot of stress and anxiety here. Spirit is wanting you to just take a step back, you know, release control, stop trying to micromanage the universe, let the universe do its thing here. At the end of the day, none of this really matters, okay? What really matters right now for you, group 3, is you taking care of yourself. That is what really matters for you. You taking care of yourself, you treating your body like the palace it is, you being in a state of flow. Don't worry about all the little details, okay? Don't worry about all the little details. The universe will handle that for you, okay? Be in a state of flow, be in a state of receiving. It's like you're putting your attention on things that don't really matter for some of you. Like the little details of how something will work or how something will play out. Spirit is saying, let that go. The little details don't matter. Just allow it to happen, okay? What's blocking group 3 from their dream life? Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Some of you might really beat yourselves up whenever you make a mistake, or whenever you feel like a failure. So I'm also getting the sense that it's like if something doesn't work out immediately, you give up for some of you. And Spirit is saying you can't give up. Okay, realize that a mistake is just an opportunity to learn, okay? It's just another lesson. So don't get too wrapped up in it. Don't get too wrapped up in the little things that don't work out, okay? Because ultimately what doesn't work out isn't meant for you anyways. So, peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Yeah. Like I've been saying this whole time, group 3, you need to be in a state of peace, of flow, of healing, of balance, releasing negativity, releasing negative energy, and just be in this energy of love. Be in your Empress energy, okay? Be in your Empress energy. Be in a state of peace. Be in a state of flow. Spend time in nature. Really take care of yourself, your well-being, your vessel, okay? Taking care of your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health. Very important. And we have trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So some of you really need to trust in your inner voice, trusting in your intuition here. Trusting where you're being led by that inner voice, okay? Also trusting in the universe, trusting in the divine, trusting in your team, trusting that everything is going to work out for your highest and greatest good at the end of the day. And whatever hasn't worked out or didn't work out in the past is because it wasn't meant for you, okay? There's something better. There's something better. So just trust that everything will work out for your highest and greatest good. And don't stress about it, okay? And don't worry about all the minute details. Just allow it to happen. What is blocking group 3 from their dream life? Success is your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. Yeah, you definitely have success on the way. You had that 6 of Wands, which is a card of success and recognition. So you're about to enter into a really, really abundant time. Group 3, you're about to enter into a very prosperous time, a time where you are seeing a lot of success and recognition for whatever you pour your heart into. For some of you, this is a job. Others of you, this could be a relationship, or it could be both. It could be a ton of different things. It's just whatever you're pouring your heart into, you are going to come into a lot of success here. You just have to allow it to come in. Don't worry about it, you know? Let's see. Passions. Don't be afraid to fail. Follow what makes your heart happy. Interesting. So yeah, we have that energy of failure again. So some of you are afraid of failure, and that keeps you stuck. It keeps you from pursuing things that you know in your heart you want to pursue. And so Spirit is saying, you know, follow what makes your heart happy. Follow that intuition here. Follow your passions. Don't be afraid to fail, because failing is just lessons, okay? And don't allow past failures to keep you stuck in the present. And we have communicate, receive, and express the truth. Okay. So some of you might need to work on your communication skills, working on opening up, working on expressing your truth, and, you know, saying what you mean, meaning what you say, speaking with conviction here. Not allowing yourself to shy away from difficult topics or from really expressing your truth out of fear of judgment, or, you know, fearing how it might affect other people. Obviously, there's always a way to say things, okay? That doesn't mean that you just go and start being a little butthole, but, you know, there are ways to communicate your true feelings and your truth in a respectful manner here. But without compromising the integrity of what you are meaning to say. So I think that's also kind of important for you going forward, group 3. You being in an energy where you're not afraid to speak your truth, and you're not afraid to express your feelings and your true desires as well. Okay? Even the way that you speak to yourself. Okay? Speak to yourself with love and kindness always. Don't be afraid of having hard conversations, group 3. I think you might have to have some hard conversations, or not even necessarily hard conversations, but just like heart-to-heart conversations, just being open and expressing your truth. So don't be afraid of that. Don't shy away from that, because I think that will ultimately lead you to where you are wanting to be, and it will lead you to the dream life that you are looking for, group 3. But yes, I think that's all I have for you today, group 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading and that it gave you some clarity. If it did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!